नमस्कार. जय श्रीकृष्ण. श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा. Enunciating text 19, text 20 and text 21 of chapter 4, Vidur approaches Maitreya of third canto of status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 19. इत्या वैदित हारदाय महयं स भगवान परः आदि देशार विंदाक्ष आत्मनः परमां स्थितिम. When I thus expressed my heartfelt desires unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the lotus-eyed Lord instructed me about his transcendental situation. The words Paramam Sthitim are significant in this verse. The Lord's transcendental situation was not even spoken of to Brahma when the 4 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam 2.9.33 to 36 were explained. This transcendental situation comprises his dealings with devotees engaged in transcendental loving service as exhibited at Dwarka and Vrindavan. When the Lord explained his specific transcendental situation, it was meant for Uddhav only, and therefore Uddhav particularly said, Mahayam unto me. Although the great sage Maitreya was also sitting there. Such a transcendental situation is hardly understood by those whose devotion is mixed with speculative knowledge or fruitive activities. The Lord's activities in confidential love are very rarely disclosed to the general devotees who are attracted by devotion mixed with knowledge and mysticism. Such activities are the inconceivable pastimes of the Lord. Text 20. Sa eva maradhita pat tirtha dadhita tatatvatma vibodhamargah pranamya padau परिवृत्य देव मिहा गतो अहम विरहातुरात्मा. I have studied the path of understanding self-knowledge from my spiritual master, the personality of Godhead, and thus after circumambulating him, I have come to his place very much aggrieved due to separation. Shri Uddhav's actual life is a direct symbol of the Chatuha Shloki Bhagavatam enunciated first to Brahmaji by the personality of Godhead. These 4 very great and important verses of Srimad Bhagavatam are particularly taken out by the Mayavadi speculators who construe a different purport to suit their impersonal view of monism. Here is the proper answer to such unauthorized speculators. The verses of Srimad Bhagavatam are purely theistic science understandable by the postgraduate students of Bhagavad Gita. The unauthorized dry speculators are offenders at the lotus feet of the Lord Shri Krishna because they distort the purports of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam to mislead the public and prepare a direct path to the hell known as Andhata Mishra. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 16.20, such envious speculators are without knowledge and are surely condemned life after life. They unnecessarily take shelter of Sripad Shankaracharya, but he was not so drastic as to commit an offense at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. According to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sripad Shankaracharya preached the Mayavad philosophy for a particular purpose. Such a philosophy was necessary to defeat the Buddhist philosophy of the non-existence of the spirit soul, but it was never meant for perpetual acceptance. It was an emergency. Thus, Lord Krishna was accepted by Shankaracharya as the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his commentation on Bhagavad Gita. Since he was a great devotee of Lord Krishna, he did not dare write any commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam because that would have been a great offense at the feet of Lord Shri Krishna. But later speculators in the name of Mayavadi philosophy unnecessarily make their commentary on the Chatuhi Shloki Bhagavatam without any bona fide intent. The monistic dry speculators have no business in the Srimad Bhagavatam because this particular Vedic literature is forbidden for them by the great author himself. Srila Vyasdev has definitely forbidden persons engaged in religiosity, economic development, sense gratification and salvation from trying to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, which is not meant for them. Bhagavatam 1.1.2. Shripad Sridhar Swami the great commentator on Srimad Bhagavatam has definitely forbidden the salvationists or monists to deal in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is not for them. Yet such unauthorized persons perversely try to understand Srimad Bhagavatam and thus they commit offense at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna, which even Sripad Shankaracharya dared not do. Thus they prepare for their continuation of miserable life. It should be particularly noted herein that Uddhav studied the Chatuha Shloki Bhagavatam directly from the Lord, who spoke them first to Brahmaji, and this time the Lord explained more confidentially the self-knowledge mentioned as the Paramam Sthitim. Upon learning such self-knowledge of love, Uddhav felt very much aggrieved by feelings of separation from the Lord. Unless one is awakened to the stage of Uddhav, everlastingly feeling the separation of the Lord in transcendental love, as exhibited by Lord Chaitanya also, one cannot understand the real import of the 4 essential verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. One should not indulge in the unauthorized act of twisting the meaning and thereby putting himself on the dangerous path of offense. Text 21. So aham tadadarshanahalad viyogarti yutaha prabho gamishye daitam tasya badara yashrama mandalam. My dear Vidur, now I am mad for want of the pleasure of seeing him. And just to mitigate this, I am now proceeding to Badrika Ashram in the Himalayas for association, as I have been instructed by him. A pure devotee of the Lord, of the standard of Uddhav, constantly associates with the Lord in the double perception of simultaneous separation and meeting. The pure devotee is not for a moment unengaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Execution of the Lord's service is the main occupation of the pure devotee. Uddhav's separation from the Lord was unbearable, and therefore he started to Badrika Ashram in obedience to the Lord's order, because the order of the Lord and the Lord himself are identical. As long as one is engaged in the execution of the order of the Lord, there is no factual separation from him. Hari Krishna.